Welcome, fail to stop the live monkey show. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. And stay tuned for the upcoming reaction or review. See you next.
What's going on? It's your boy Ethnicity Unknown. I'm coming back to you once again with a movie review. Okay, so it's kind of late and everything. It's kind of like 10 something at night, but I just had to do this review because I basically had forgot about it. Let me slow down my speaking because I speak real fast and what you guys cannot understand on my audio. So let me see if I can slow down. Okay, so basically, appreciate you guys stopping by. Uh, Today I'm gonna do a movie review on Mr. Rogers. It's a beautiful day. I don't know if it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I forgot the full title. I think it's a beautiful day. Maybe it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. So I watched this about a week ago with my fam, and so I just wanted to drop my review of it. Um, I mean, for all intents and purposes, it was an okay movie. Um, Probably glad I didn't go to the movie theaters to see it because I was thinking about it, going to the movie theaters and seeing it because the reason why I wanted to was it's like one of those childhood memories, man. One thing it did, it brought back a lot of childhood memories. Like you will think you forgot all the songs and everything once they start playing and all the little stages and where they go, and it just recalls the memory of when I was a kid on PBS. Excuse me. But yeah, so um Tom Hanks played Fred Rogers, which I think they're related in real life, like cousins or something down the line. But he portrayed him very well. All his mannerisms and all that good stuff, on point, on key, with all that good stuff. Played him very well, in my opinion. I don't know too much about his personal history. I'm glad at the end of the movie they kind of made a little joke about him being a Navy SEAL because I always heard that he was in the military. He had tattoos all the way down his arm. That's why he always wore a long sleeve. And at the end, at the very end, my wife pointed out that when they was playing the credits and the original Fred Rogers was singing, you saw tattoos a little bit when he reached down to grab something. So I think that hit it on point. And when they asked him about it, he kind of just sat there. He was very good in the movie on not really answering questions about himself personally. Um, some verdicts was it made it seem like he was a little off, where he would just sit there and stare, and then he would go on in this roundabout way of not really answering what you asked him. It was more about him somehow asking questions about you, and things like that. And the puppet things, you can tell that was a little much. It made him seem like he was out there, but maybe there was some. I would say he was in character, but maybe it wasn't his character. I don't know. Maybe he played that character so much that he was used to it by the way the movie portrayed it. It's all right, one of those movies you just watch once. To me, it's like one and done. Um, Always props to Tom Hanks is very good. I don't know who the other dude. I don't know. I saw him in something, but I'm not too familiar with his real name as an actor. Um, yeah, it tried to develop a lot of stuff. It was saying a lot of things like dealing with like hurt of a parent, maybe a deadbeat parent coming back and forth in your life, and at the end wanting to reconcile with you, and then the anger you have in yourself about not trying to reconcile with them. It was touching on that, and it was touching on, I guess, the emphasis of people not saying that they're broken, use different words and stuff that they were trying to do. Don't ever beat yourself down to say that you're broken, and that there's no such thing as a lost cause, forgiveness. I think it was a big thing about his father coming back in, forgiveness before he passed, because it would have helped him, because he was full of anger and stuff like that. So that was one they was hitting on. I've got other stuff they hit it on. I mean, they had his wife in there a little bit, but like she said, it was a work in progress of him being that nice, because everybody be like, hey, ain't nobody that nice. Because I mean, he was just his mannerisms and everything, his reactions to all stuff. You can tell that it always got him like he was very careful about what he said, what they portrayed in a movie. He was always very careful. He would always take his time to sit there. And I think just make sure you don't say the wrong thing, or I think it was his way of dealing with his anger. Like he said, there's different ways to deal with it, um, to combat your anger. Like, cause I kind of have an anger problem, so it comes out in different ways. But the way he dealt with it was like puppets playing the piano, like boom, boom, boom. He make the emphasis. I guess that's his way of releasing frustration and not on somebody else's on the piano and something else that they was throwing in their little tidbits of advice about what they were saying. So I mean, if you watch from just a surface value, you probably miss all that stuff. But me, I try to catch things, so I may think of a little deeper in what the meaning is of stuff that other people may miss. And I was catching all those things. I don't remember them all because it's been like a week or something ago. But I mean, they was throwing a lot of bit of golden nuggets in there for you to take away for your life. And because I was like Mr. Rogers, man. And some people don't like him. They like other stuff. I always like him. You know, the little son that came on and stuff like that. So, yeah, he maybe was a complex man, but they try to make it seem like that he wasn't, but he was. Because, like I say, he always dodged, excuse me, the questions and stuff like that. So, but yeah, then they, you know, he was trying to talk about his kids from a perspective of them, how they, maybe how their childhood life was and things like that. So, yeah, but on ethnicity unknowns, Richter scale movie review, I would give it a hmm, 4 or 5. You know, because I like Mr. Rogers. I mean, they were throwing some stuff. I guess for what the movie was going for, then that's why I give it a 4 or 5. But I mean, it's not. I mean, I like little simple things like that, but it's not my genre or what I like. I just want to watch that because I pretty much watch anything Tom Hanks in and things like that, and I like uh, that show as a child. But yeah, I mean, it did what it's supposed to do in a sense of you. And a lot of people saying it was boring and stuff like that. But I mean, if they really weren't paying attention, then maybe it could because they don't like his kindness. Because some people don't believe it's act. You know that people are that kind, but there's some humble people out there and they're kind. And but it's a work in progress, like his wife said. I mean, you gotta work on that to not react initially with how do we want to react when people uh, maybe make you feel a certain way or say a certain thing. So I think to take away from it, you guys just need to, love on folks and things like that, and don't react. Try to do it in kindness, and nobody's lost or nobody's a lost cause. Things like that. But yeah, 5 out of 6 on my scale. I mean, it was one of those things to me. It's like a straight to DVD kind of like thing to me, like Redbox special. You know, if you want to just pick it up, something to do, just make sure. I mean, if you really didn't like that show, then it's probably not for you. It's probably not going to keep your attention to keep watching it. But for me, it did what it's supposed to do. It just brought back a lot of memories. It just warmed my heart. Just watching it as a kid and stuff like that. It's brought back little nice little times was simpler when you was a kid and just watch a good show now. Because shows nowadays they're just out there and everywhere. Um, Nowadays, kid shows, so they don't have those classics. I always label uh, most of the things I watch as classics because they're classics. You can watch them, whatever, and it just brings it back to you. But yeah, so yeah, that's my breakdown of the movie. I think A Beautiful Day. Um, I don't know if it's A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Don't quote me on that. Kicking myself because I don't know, but I'm gonna call it A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. So yeah, so that's that. Well, all right then, guys. That was my review of the movie A Beautiful Day or A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. So remember to like, subscribe, and share. And remember, if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. Peace.